So recap, I'm going to the gym in a few minutes, which is why I'm not all that fancied up. So I want to talk about stupid shit people ask me or tell me or say to me about my tattoos. And I think the first most obvious one is like, oh, you're gonna regret that when you're older. It's not gonna look good. And like, I so love the meme that's like, please tell me how beautiful you're gonna look in 50 years. Like, thank you. Thanks. That basically that gets rid of that whole argument right there. So, every one of you that's ever said that, fuck you. Don't care. Um, I get my tattoos in spots I can cover them. So, granted, this one's a little harder to cover. I'd have to wear like some kind of neck that doesn't show cleavage, which is fine. Um, so when people say like, "Oh, you're not going to be able to find a job," well, I have two on my back that you wouldn't know about unless I just told you, and my thigh is covered, which you also wouldn't know unless I was wearing shorts like that short or something. So, yeah, fuck you. What else? Okay, so I'm not a morning person, and I had an 8 a.m. class, which was a series of unfortunate events. See what I did there? So, I was at this class, and I got there early because I caught, like, it's not a school bus. We have a large campus, so they have, like, a little trolley type thing, bus thing. So I caught that, like, on time, and I wound up getting there, like, 10 minutes early, and I was the only one there. And this guy who wasn't even, like, a teacher, he was, like, the tech guy. Okay, so you don't like him anyway, because he thinks he's a teacher, but he's really not. He's kind of useless. And he's, like, this awkward Jewish guy. I have nothing against Jewish guys, and I really wouldn't have known he were Jewish unless he, like, pointed this out to me. Because one morning I got there, and it's fucking 8 a.m. class. I have, like, sweatpants on and, like, slipper shoe looking things, and, like, a hoodie, and I'm, like, bumming the fuck out. Don't care. Everyone at my school is either a straight girl or a gay dude, so nobody's playing for my team. Don't give a fuck. And he goes, "Oh, you're not going to be able to wear that all the time. He said, we're going to have presentations, and you're going to have to look good and other shit." And I'm like, fascinating, but not today, right? No, so I don't give a fuck. Fuck off. And then I didn't say that. What I actually said was like, well, I can't wear anything else right now because I just got work done on my thigh sleeve. Because I had just gotten work done on my thigh sleeve, and wearing skinny jeans or any kind of jean or tight pant would have hurt. And it would make my pants all nasty because, like, the A&D, I, like, stained shorts. Like, the shorts I'm wearing right now are stained, but I forgot to bring other shorts here because it's winter, so I brought my shorts home, forgetting that I was going to go to the gym. So, he goes, oh, is that a tattoo? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, oh, well, yeah, my son wanted to get one of those, and I told him if he got one, I was going to get one, because, you know, if the parent gets it, they're not going to want it, because that's just, like, killing the fun. They won't be a rebel anymore. And I'm like, well, both my parents have tattoos, so fuck off. And my parents don't like tattoos, and they judge people with them, which is hilarious, because I'm covered in them, and, they each have one. Like, my dad has my baby foot and, like, my name and my birth date, and my mom has Thumper to match my flower, and we have, like, the same flowers around here. So, whatever. And I was like, and I'm not doing it to be rebellious, I just like tattoos. I mean, I think they're cool. So, he goes, oh, yeah, well, he's like, the reason I don't like them is because I'm Jewish, and the Nazis tattooed my family. Oh, okay. What am I supposed to say to that? Like, that was a long time. Maybe you should get over your grudge against tattoos and start blaming the Nazis. Like, yeah, okay. It was too early for that, and I think even at a good, decent hour, I still wouldn't have had a response for that. I was just like, oh, well, I'm not German. I don't know. I had another time where I went to the foot doctor because I'm terribly flat-footed. If you're wondering why I stop all the time, it's because I think I might be ADD. or something, because I forget what I'm saying mid-sentence way too often. So now I forgot it. Oh, I was at the foot doctor, and I had just gotten mold cast so I could get arches built for me. And the doctor comes in and she's like, "Oh my God, look at your tattoo." But I'm like, "Oh yeah, thanks." And then I get "Oh, can I touch it?" Okay, like whatever. I've had that countless times where people are like, "Is that real? Can I touch it?" Which, okay, no, I just color this on myself every day because I'm that fucking bored. Fuck off. So she touches it, and while she's like touching my leg, now this is like thigh, so she's like touching my thigh, which is fine. I mean, I can see why you'd want to touch it. I mean, I guess it doesn't feel any different than skin. And she's like, "Oh yeah, my son has one, and I just feel awkward asking to touch his, but I don't mind asking." He came out of your vagina, your son. You'd rather touch a complete stranger's thigh instead of just ask your son to quickly, touch his tattoo. Okay. Logic. For some reason, tattoos, throw everybody's logic out of whack. They can't compute, or, something just doesn't click. It's just because that was an interesting one. I'd rather touch a stranger's thigh than touch my son's arm. Who had a tattoo on his arm like every other guy. So, okay, interesting. And then she wanted to see the one on my back, which is fine, but it's in the center of my back, so I have to lift my shirt and pull up my bra strap thing because it's in the way, and it's of my parrot. And yeah, so I was like, this is a little awkward. Then at work, I work at a bird store, so I made the mistake of showing someone my tattoo, and on my back showed one person, and that person told everyone about it, so they all wanted to see it. So every so often, a new person that hadn't seen it already was like, "Let me see it." So I'm like, okay. So I just have to lift the back of my shirt up in the middle of the store and just, okay, well, I guess, alright. Yeah, there's some interesting tattoos make you a please touch museum. So if you're not okay. No, I'm not even okay with being touched. If you can't tolerate it when people do it nicely, this is not going to sound good any way I put it. Don't do it if you don't want to be looked at or touched, because it will happen. People are going to touch you if you have tattoos. Unless they have them too. In which case, you should just surround yourself with people that have tattoos and never talk to anyone ever again, because that's the only way you're going to avoid getting touched or have an awkward conversation with someone that doesn't have tattoos. And that's impossible, so brace yourselves. And it fucking hurts. I don't give a shit what any of you tough guys say, because no, you're all fucking lying. I can sit for 5 hours and not move a muscle, but it fucking hurts. In my head, the entire fucking time, I am like, fuck you, I'm gonna shove that tattoo gun up your ass, fuck, the whole time. Not a happy person while being tattooed. People offer me food, I'm like, no, I can't stop clenching my jaw, so I'm just, no. It fucking hurts. I don't care how tough you think you are, you're fucking bullshit. If you say it doesn't hurt, you're a bullshitter. Fucking bullshitter. Or your tattoo is this big in one of the 5 places that don't hurt that bad. In which case, fuck you, because that's not real. Don't count. My other favorite thing is the people that are like, "Oh, how many tattoos do you have?" And I've started saying 3 and a sleeve, or else I get the, "Oh, well, I have 14. Yeah, but yours are all just script, and they're this big, and I have one that's more than all of yours combined, so, and on a much more sensitive area." I want to talk about tough. Tough is admitting that it hurts and taking that shit anyway. That's tough. I also had one design teacher tell me about my sleeve, because I had shorts on, it was summertime, and it wasn't finished yet, so she goes, "Oh, why don't you wait to see what else you can put on there?" I'm like, well, there's kind of a theme. I wouldn't get a sleeve unless I had a theme planned out or something, and it's from a movie. And she's like, "I hope that movie's gonna be your favorite movie for the rest of your life." I'm like, oh, fuck. Fuck. I'm sorry, is that hairdo? You're, I don't know. there's nothing, I can't think of clever things to say in the moment or when I'm, motherfucker! It's like the best thing I could think of to say sometimes. And my friend wasn't even there to like show her, like, and the way she worded it too was like, you should just wait to see what grows from it. Like, I don't think these are real flowers on my leg, because flowers don't grow on people's legs and flowers don't have faces, but okay. Okay. I always get the people that walk up to me and they're like, oh my god, that's good, or like, because I'm in Philly, a lot of people, like, it's like the slang term to say like, oh, that's so decent, and I'm like, I'm like, do you know what decent means to like the average person that knows the definite, like, anyone that has ever come within 5 feet of a book should know what decent means, and it doesn't mean outstanding or miraculous. That's like saying your tattoo is mediocre. Like, I'm sorry you spent like $2,000 on a tattoo, but that shit is mediocre. No, but they mean it like, that's so good. Some slang cracks me up. I'll have to do a video about that eventually, but really? Like, really? It's decent? I think your hair is decent, and not in the way that you mean it. Like my fishy. Sweet little. Alright, I should probably. There's probably more, but I have to go. I have to go get fit so I can wear a bikini for the first time in my entire life this summer. And I'm sitting on. No, I'm not sitting on. There's my phone. My phone's inside the couch. I hate cell phones. I use it, but I hate them. I mean, I like them, but I hate them. I hate that they're never with me. Like, I put it down, and it's just forever gone. But, I mean, it's convenient for everything else. I'm gonna shut up now.